What's going on, Whalers fam? Welcome back to another bowling video. This time, it's a travel league that we're doing on this Sunday, the day that this was recorded. We're at the home bowling alley, and it's a 9-pin no-tap tournament that also travels throughout the region of where I bowl. So, anyways, just to make it clear to those that don't know anything about 9-pin no-tap, all you gotta do is knock 9 pins back, you'll get the strike. It's pretty simple as that. Throughout the video, I will show you how I use the bowling balls in my arsenal. Once again, my arsenal will be shown on the left side of the video so you can still see what's going on in the video during the warm-ups. So, as always, Hammer Radioactive Vibe, Brunswick Quantum Eva, which gets thrown later in the video, and my Columbia 300 The Beast, which didn't see much action at all in this particular video, just because it's 9-pin no-tap, it just didn't really find its way out there. But you'll find out how game one went right now. Alrighty, coming back to you a little bit earlier, obviously this is the 9th frame throw. So in this video you're going to notice some edits where there's an X above the lane. That X is marking a 9-pin no-tap strike. But if it's just a normal strike, I'll just leave it as is. So I'm just noting the difference just for the sake of the viewer that may not be familiar with 9-pin no-tap. So just like you see here, the X is up, but the X won't go up on a normal strike. So just showing off the differences for those that do not know, and it helps them get a better idea of what it's like. Anyways, I finished this first game of the 239. Great start. 4 strikes of each type, 4 normal strikes, and 4 no-tap strikes for a pretty solid start. This is solo, so pretty much my score is the only one that matters in this case. Although, unfortunately, because I'm establishing a handicap in this tournament, you won't really know what the difference is until we get to the end of the video. But we rolled pretty good with the hammer in the first part of the afternoon. This is like a noon start time, so it's a little bit different for me. But either way, it was cool to find out as we were pulling that it ended up being 9-pin no tap. I didn't read the form the whole way through, but it's one of the things you should probably do in the future. Don't do what I did and sign on to something not knowing it was 9-pin no tap. But either way, I would have still bowled. But either way, read the forums thoroughly. Don't do what I did. That's the best mistake you can make, honestly. But anyways, solid start. On to game two. You're going to notice some differences. I'll note them as we go along. But in game two, once again, those green X's will appear when the strike is a no tap strike. So, on to game two. Alrighty, back with you for the fill ball of game two. I swapped to the Brunswick Quantum Evo for the rest of the night after this, and it seemed to work with me here, so I stayed with it. I pulled the Radioactive Vibe, as you see, off the rack for now. We ended game two with a 170, which is okay for establishing purposes, since this is handicap no tap. We had no tap strikes, 4 regular strikes though, which is pretty nice. But not too bad since we're establishing. We're up to 409 so far in pinfall after game two. Game three does get better, but I do use the Quantum Evo for just about everything. I think you see the vibe in a couple instances after this, but other than that, you didn't really see the yellow radioactive vibe much after this point in the video. Earlier in the video, I was showing a couple people pulling a pin out of the ball return from a lane over from us. So that's what that little context bubble was for those that couldn't see it very well. Found it pretty interesting at the beginning that a bunch of lanes had issues right out of the gates, but ever since that happened, everything was pretty much fine lane-wise, but it was just a unique incident that happened, so nothing too crazy, but it was more of a joke to share for the video's entertainment purpose. But anyways, on to game three. Let's get a strong finish in. Alrighty, back with you for the start of the 10th frame of game three. The Brunswick Quantum Evo, as you can see by the scoreboard, did really, really good. Very impressed with it. It actually helped me get back in the pocket late, so that was pretty much all I really needed it for. I have a double right before this throw, and this would be my last throw of the night. That comes off as another clean strike. Very impressed once again with what this ball was able to do on this day. I don't usually go to the Quantum Evo a lot, but it was pretty sharp once I put it down on the lane. I did slow my throw down a little bit, so that was probably part of the help. But anyways, game three, I had 8 strikes to add to the total of 16, and I had 6 total no tap strikes, which seems a little strange, especially going into a no tap tournament. But hey, is what it is. Ain't complaining. 22 total strikes though, pretty cool. I think I'll do a little bit better in 2 months' time when I get back to this tournament. This tournament won't be here at this bowling alley in the video, it'll be somewhere else. But I still plan to film there with the same group that we have here. So it's pretty much all the same people that you'll see in a couple of months when we get back to this particular tournament. But it's a travel tournament that's pretty fun to get into, has handicap. There's brackets and stuff too as well. I'll probably do a bracket. I don't know, we'll see when I get down there. But overall, a very fun group to join. So something fun to do every couple of months. Goes to different places, so you get to explore different alleys. So it kind of checks a couple boxes that I wanted to do, where I can go to a couple different places just to put them on the checklist, saying that I've been there before at least. So I'm very excited for that when we get there in June. So sometime in June, you'll see another video like this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video as well. Make sure you tap that red subscribe button and the like button as well. And I also forgot to mention that there is handicap. So I only had like 108 pins added. So basically from the total that you saw there of like a 659, add 108 to it, and that was my total for the whole tournament. So I established with a 219 pin average, which is really, really cool. So at least when we go to the second stop, I'll be able to pick that up a bit more because I had that 170 game in game two. So hopefully that'll clear some things up. I'll have a breakdown of how I did so that way all the numbers that I'm talking about make more sense. But it'll also be a 9-pin no tap when we get to the next stop on this tournament in a matter of a couple months. But yeah, my overall handicap for this particular tournament going to the next one ended up being like 39, I believe, something like that. 39 pins, so it'll be 108 whatever 108 divided by 3 is at the time of this video. I didn't really calculate it, but somewhere in the 30s is my handicap going into the next one, which I'll probably shrink it down quite a bit when we get there. So anyways, it was a lot of fun, as always, with this group. Next league video is coming out very soon, so keep your eyes out for week 33 of Wednesday Night Mixed coming at you pretty soon. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and take care.